So in the last 24 hours, some locations have received upwards of 100 millimetres, and those areas are really stretching from Maitland in Newcastle down towards Brogus Creek in the Illawarra. Some locations have received upwards of 150 millimetres, and that's indicative of how much moisture is in the atmosphere and what some locations will see again today. So we are still seeing a steady stream of showers tracking in to the central New South Wales coast. So at the moment, the focus area is very much along the Illawarra through Sydney into the Blue Mountains and the central coast area. And as mentioned, yeah, we're expecting that accumulation of rainfall for some locations to be very high again today. So that's on top of hundreds of millimetres that these areas have received over the last 2 to 3 days. The system that's been generating this weather does show signs that it will ease tomorrow, but throughout today, expect more rain. The East Coast low tracked across the coast last night, but that coastal trough, which is really what started all this rain back on Friday, Saturday, that still will remain today. We did see some strong winds overnight affect the land areas, so around the 100 kilometre per hour mark in some locations, and those winds are still affecting our coastal areas, our marine areas off the coast. So we've still got gale force warnings out over marine areas for anyone considering going out in boats today. It's quite dangerous. The waves that this system has generated as well are still up around 5 metres, so we could see some coastal erosion again today. The rivers have been responding to this rain, and some new flood warnings went out during the overnight hours. So we've now got flood warnings out for the Patterson-Williams as well as the Wallumbri Brook. So the Patterson-Williams, thankfully, only at minor at the moment. Wallumbri Brook and Lower Hunter up to moderate. But again, the key focus for riverine flooding today is still the Hawkesbury Nepean. So Menangle, they saw that peak close to the April 21 flood event late Saturday night. Waters are still up around in the major flood level mark for the Menangle area. That water did move downstream and affect North Richmond last night. They received levels similar to what they saw in March 21, and we are expecting major flooding to commence for Windsor this afternoon and Lower Portland before it moves further downstream to Sackville and Wiseman's Ferry tomorrow. So the floodwaters are high, the water's flowing really quickly, it's dangerous out on the rivers, and we do have some more rain to fall, which means the flash flood risk is not over yet either. Looking into the longer term, just quickly before I hand over to Commissioner York to take you through what they've been seeing as far as impacts out there and the SES response. We are expecting more, although the rain rates should start to decrease through the Sydney Illawarra area later today or overnight, and probably on the Central Coast Hunter by Wednesday. We are expecting continued rain along the New South Wales, or continued shower activity along the New South Wales coast for the remainder of the week. And that just means that the catchments, they're not drying out. And so any follow-up systems that we get over the next couple of weeks, we are still in East Coast low season, means the flood risk does remain, and we are asking just for a heightened level of awareness as far as what's going on with the weather at the moment. And with that, I'll hand over to Commissioner York. Thank you.